Welcome to Big Brother 22 Commentary, okay, by Commission Reviews.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Are you up? I'm up. Now, the reason why I actually asked this question is because of this. Tyler, when if he is doing it for show, everything that he did when he came to Bayleigh and Davon was all of that for show. Are you really gonna be in the Big Brother house and say you wanted to save them for the culture? And now that you have the veto, do nothing? That's what I want to know. Is Tyler going to use the veto on Davon? Because truth be told, and I know Davon's going to come to Tyler and say, to try to make up for what happened with Bayleigh, I honestly don't think that Tyler cares. He used the Black Lives Matter movement to make himself look good, to make up for what happened with Bayleigh, the first season that they were on, to make it seem like he's such a good guy when in reality he's not. I'm not doing it for a popular vote. I'm not doing it for views. I'm speaking my mind, and I do not think that this man, this white man, who actually used the words Black Lives Matter, not the words, but it was implied. It was implied. He would not use that veto on Davon. And seeing her fight for it, seeing her trying to get him to use it, I don't even know if it's worth her time, because she made the worst move in Big Brother history when she made the worst. I'm sorry. She made the worst move in Big Brother history when she voted for Ian to stay. I'm sorry. I partially blame Davon for what's happening to her right now. She should have never voted for Ian to stay. I would not have voted for Ian to stay. I would have just voted like everybody else did. Sorry, Ian. The one thing that Cody said, which is very true, what reason would I have to stick my neck out for Ian? Cody was not lying about that. So I never understood. I get them trying to make the Danny split the vote. Danny was not going to do that for any of them. That's the part that I don't get about Davon. Why do you think this girl's going to sacrifice her game for you? She's in a big alliance. No, she doesn't want to see you go home. Yes, she wants the women to stay, but Danny was not about to sacrifice her game for Davon, Kevin, or Ian. She wanted to do what the committee said, and that was it. She was not going against the committee. I don't give a care what was going on. She was not going against the committee. That's why I don't understand the vote. I still don't get it. What benefit of the vote? David was the only one that was spearheading this whole thing. Was the only one that was trying to push this, and that was David, because David wouldn't make a move. Now, I will say this: David's idea, the move that he wanted to do in the situation, wasn't necessarily a bad situation. I get what David was trying to do. I think he waited too late in the game to make a big move like this. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter when you make the move, but if you have all your cards and all your ducks, hey, what you see what you get? If you have all your, like my mom would say, my T's crossed and I's dotted and all that stuff, okay, make that move. But David had no backup. All he had was Davon and Kevin. And Nicole is probably going to do it. Nicole is selfish, just like she did last time. She did Davon dirty. And she really believed because she gave Davon some money at the comp that it's okay because she said like I'm gonna try to win again and take Davon's money again. Because the very first time when Nicole came in and apologized to Davon about the very first time, I guess she felt like she could have won, or because of what happened with Nicole, all that stuff. You trust Nicole again. And people on Twitter was like, you don't understand why Davon trusts Nicole. She can't trust David. She should trust herself. She should trust her gut. I would not have even been involved with this vote. I would not have been involved with this vote. When David came to me about it, I would have said, David, I'm not involved. In fact, I said, David, if you do it, I'm going to blow you up. I'm going to blow your whole game up. Don't do it. Because I'm not involved. Put my name in it or nothing. Because as soon as the vote came down, the vote would have been 6-2. It would have been Kevin and David who would have voted. I would have voted to keep Tyler. It would not have been 3. And then that would have blew up somebody's game, not Davon's. Because the way they would have looked at it was, there's 2 votes, not 3. 1. They would have to figure out who the 2 votes were, right? They couldn't necessarily blame it on Davon. It's 2 votes. Okay, if Nicole says she was the one that voted for him to go, who was the other vote? It would have been a lot easier to argue about the 2 votes than argue about the 3. I wouldn't have done it. And in fact, I would have told Kevin, don't you do it. So if Kevin and Davon would not have voted, it would have been 1 vote. They could have easily pinned on David. Danny was already mad. Boom. Easy. Now you go and vote and you're on the block. I'm disappointed in Davon, I will have to admit. I'm sorry. Because I wanted her to succeed, just like Bayleigh did, just like we all want her to succeed. I just feel like she screwed up, man. She screwed up when she voted to keep Ian, period. I think that was her. I ain't gonna say the worst thing in Big Brother history, but I think in her Big Brother history, that was the worst thing she could have done. Davon is losing her mind in this game. I can't with her. At this point, I wouldn't be mad if she gets evicted. Sad to say this, I'm gonna be sad if she gets evicted, but I've already made it in my mind she's going home. But it's different. It's different when Bayleigh left. When Bayleigh left, I was mad about that because I knew Bayleigh was a competitor. I knew Bayleigh could have really done something with social game and competition. And I hate to say it, but I'm really scared. Not scared. I'm really, well, I'm trying to find an adjective. I wonder if Davon thought when she got in this house, because of Bayleigh looking out for her, because of Nicole giving her that stupid ass talking about, my mom told me not to betray you, and I'm gonna make sure all the crap she told her. I wonder if Davon actually thought, I am gonna get to the end, and I won't have to do much to do it. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys all day. I'm wondering if she thought she can get to the end and she did not have to do that much to get to the end, because with the whole Black Lives Matter movement and being that there has not been a black winner on Big Brother, did she actually think she's going to coach to the end? Now, I'm going to give you guys the real. You know that. I'm not going to be anybody. And I hope that's not what she thought, because, girl, She throwing David under the bus like, girl, what are you doing? It's not going to help your game. Hold on, let me just life gonna change. Okay. Help your game. These people made it clear they wanted all white. Come on, what you see, what you get. The reason why we know they made it clear they wanted all white is because Tyler could have gone home 3 weeks ago. Tyler was saying he wanted to go home. He wasn't liking the game. He wasn't liking the minorities on the block. He wanted to go home, period. Right? Oh, my bad. My bad. He wanted to go home, period. Show paying attention. I got people attention. Anyway, he wanted to go home and everything too. Angela, Tangela, or whatever they call themselves together. And that's what it was. But Big Brother CBS was like, no, we need to make sure your blonde, curly, blue-eyed is in the house. You know what I noticed? You know what I noticed? I know that Memphis is, white and everything, but they really want to keep Tyler in the house because Tyler is that perfect blue-eyed, blonde-haired, devil. That's their reputation right there. They want to make sure he don't leave their house. Danny is fighting for Davon more than Davon is fighting for herself. I'm so sad, but realistic. Okay, Bright Star, Danny and Nicole. Well, Nicole shouldn't be. Nicole is the biggest snake. I thought Danny was a snake of the house, but in actuality, Nicole is. But when this is all over with, I'm going to be dragging her, Christmas. There's a few others. When the season is actually over, or if they get evicted, whatever comes first, I plan on dragging Christmas to the very, very end. But Nicole, I haven't done her yet. I've done her a little bit, but Nicole got it coming because she weak and she's snake, and she's playing the game behind the scenes. This is how you play the game. You're playing the game after 5 weeks, bro. Get over yourself. And then you're being sneaky about it. You're lying to everybody and saying you didn't do the vote, knowing that this is probably why they voted on the block. And hey, Paris Tunes, this is probably why she's on the block, and you know that. And you're saying nothing. Make sure you come into the room. If you're on YouTube or Periscope, please make sure you hit that like button, please. Remind everybody when they come to the chat to please hit that like button and hit the bell, please. And thank you. And subscribe to my Instagram. Moderators, please remind everybody that. Thank you so much. Do not forget to subscribe to all my social media so you don't miss out on anything else that I post. Davon just wants to go to jury. I wish Davon was better at comps. All she does is talk about. All she does is talk, but not back up the comp win. She's only got one. That's it. Davon's spinning out of control. It's exciting CBS because their initial plan, their model winner will take place. Cody, Tyler, Nicole are chosen. Well, yes. Yes. Thank you, Bright Star. Please like and subscribe. I won't watch this week because I don't want to watch Memphis bully David. Well, past tunes, I'm not sure if Memphis are going to be bullying David because what's been so far, Davon has made David to be Uncle Tom and an angry black man, as CBS showed last night. Him blowing up. The thing about, like I said last night, I don't get him blowing up like that, man. That to me was super weird because it's like you're blowing up like you're so angry, but when everything was going on with Jack and Kimmy, you didn't say nothing, and Jack bullied Kimmy. You didn't say nothing, but you're so angry last night, David. I didn't get it. Selective outrage. I thought it was weird. I really did. Because the fact, thank you, what you get. Because the fact that you were so angry last night with the whole thing, Devon saying, I can't play with people who look like me. I was like, first of all, I didn't like that. But that obviously what happened when you try to play with Kimmy, who's black. You didn't do well with over there, so you don't do well with any minority. It seems like to me, David. Now, I don't agree with the fact that Davon is blaming David for this because before I would outwardly blame David and not to be funny, go to the Mayo Alliance, which is Nicole and Danny, and say, "Oh, it was David," and agreeing with them, even if I thought that it wasn't. I mean, even if I thought it was David, if I was in Davon's position, I don't think I would be so vocal about it to them. And Kevin is another one. She is so trusting of Kevin, but Kevin never keeps a secret. He talks too much. This is literally the most frustrating season I've ever had. I thought that the season with David and Kimmy was a frustrating season, which I had to stop watching it. But this is a frustrating season. Hey, hello, well, because it doesn't make any sense. Please, everybody, hit the like button as you come into YouTube live, please. Periscope, please share my live on Twitter, retweet. Hey, Periscope, we see somebody blue in here. Please say hi to them. Good morning. Please, guys, hit that like button on YouTube and come over and subscribe. And Periscope, share, retweet my live on Twitter. Welcome back to Hall from Periscope. One of the worst seasons of all time. Nicole is so weak. She chose her game over her friend, but she failed to realize that Nicole is the bottom of the pole. This is the thing, too, past tunes. Nicole is the biggest snake actually of the season. You actually sent out your best friend. Not only that, you lied to everybody, and then you actually had a hand because of the vote of putting Davon on the block. So you're repeating the same history that you did with Davon the last time you was in the same season together, right? You want the money so bad that you'll betray another black woman, the same black woman you did the first time again, and probably thinks an apology publicly is going to work. Just like you lost your sponsors. Nicole, when we're done with you as bloggers, black bloggers, and white, honestly, you're going to be dragged so bad, Nicole, that your voice is going to become very, very deep. It's going to be no longer whiny. Okay? It's going to be so low, people ain't going to know your voice. David going to say that Nicole voice is her brand. If that's her brand, nobody want to hear that mess. The real issue I have is Danny. She takes a shot at Tyler, possibly, finally, an interesting week. Then backs out. They feel the okie doke for Nicole. Yes. J Job, she did fall for the okie doke again. And yes, Banter Hall. I agree with you. Danny had an opportunity to take Tyler out, but she backed out. Again, the women relying on the men. And what the women don't know with their stupid selves, they're already plotting. First one to go, they say, is Danny. Nicole, then Christmas. Well, maybe it's Christmas and Nicole, but they're tired of Christmas. They're tired of her whispering everywhere. They think she's crazy. So, I don't know. If David, Uncle Tom, then so is Davon. She stayed believing Danny and Nicole and telling them everything. And they go back to the boys snitching. Facts. I think Nicole forgot she is a past winner. Wait. I think Nicole forgot she's a past winner, so she'll be next one of the minorities are out. Oh, once the minorities are out, I got you. Get a look, J. Jobs. Get a refund. Bright Star says, and the nerve of rat-faced Nicole to be scared of how she'll be perceived outside the game. She still has time to change that image by making big plays that are not snake-like. I'm going to say something. If I was Davon, on my way out the door, I don't know, I'd say some stuff. There's no way I go out the door and say, bye, hugs, love you, play the game, you guys can do it. No. I tell everybody, Nicole was the other vote. She messed it up. It wasn't David. I wouldn't even care if I would go in. Okay? I would go in. I would start telling before that little 2 minutes, I would have a speech prepared. and I would make sure that I would name off every little thing I could to shake up the house. And you know she could do it. I would leave it. Memphis told me I'm supposed to throw. I would go in. Comedian tell me stuff all the time. I would go in. And then before I leave out of there, I would drag Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving. With your manners looking behind. You're out next. Bye. I see. I look. I'm like. I said. I would say. I will see you in the jury house Christmas. I probably would say Danny, but I mean, I want to. Oh, Christmas. It'll make her go crazy. She'll go around the house going crazy. I said, Christmas. Yeah, tell me you're going to be voted out next. Have a good day, man. I'll be so shady. What's up, Kareem J. Will? So is Memphis planning to backdoor David or not? Kareem, we don't know. I don't know. And Davon is crazy for not telling David. I don't know why she hadn't told David. I would tell David, just so you know, they're planning backdooring you. And the reason why I would do that is so Memphis could either David could either blow up at Memphis or blow up, period. It's survival defense right now. It really is. I would go to David and tell David Memphis wants to backdoor you. Why hadn't she told that yet? What's she holding on to that for? She's so busy trying to convince Tyler to use a veto. You need to tell David so he can do the magic for you. He will blow up, right? Today is Monday. Does she not realize this is it? You know, once Monday hits, if they have it in their mind what they're going to do, it's a wrap. Then you have Tuesday and Wednesday. That's it. That was confusing to me. Oh, okay. They will give exactly, J Jobs. We have 3 thumbs up and 12 viewing. I need everybody to see. There's some people probably start from Periscope watching as well. Periscope, please, can you take? Because to me on my end it's showing I have 20 people viewing. Sometimes it has 30, 40 to 50. That's because Periscope be coming in droves, and I love my love from Periscope, but I don't get the likes over to YouTube until after the video drops. Can everybody that's on Periscope come over here real quick to YouTube and hit that like button for me on commission reviews? Dave won't tell David because Dave sees David as the enemy. J Jobs, that doesn't matter. If Davon is thinking smart, she'll tell David that Memphis is trying to backdoor him. Because what that will do will cause David to go into a tailspin, spinning all over the house, acting crazy. And the house will be like, oh my God, we got to get rid of David. He is tripping. Memphis will go, Tyler, use the veto. I'm going to backdoor David. That's the only plan she has. To me, Nicole says telling the truth is, you can't tell the truth in this house. For Davon to stay in the house a week, she needs to start talking. I would tell David, literally, Memphis doesn't want David to know. Why are you holding on to that? Just to go home? Davon stay trusting Nicole. Past tunes last night, real quick. I did a live about it last night. The last live I did, we talked about it, but it was just regular nominations, which you see on the screen right there. Memphis nominated Davon and Kevin. David blew up last night and yelled because Davon thinks that it was his vote. He lied about the votes because right before the vote, Nicole, David, Kevin, and Davon decided they were going to vote for Ian to stay to make Danny break the vote tie. But Nicole knew she wasn't going to do it because she didn't want to make Danny mad, but she didn't say anything and let Davon go in there and vote, knowing she wasn't going to. So when the votes came out and Tyler all them realized it was 3-5, that means the 3 was Kevin, David, and Davon, and the 5 was the white committee. Period. So then that gives Tyler a reason. If I get HOH, if I veto, I will not save Davon. Period. So right now, Davon and Kevin are on the block. Tyler won the veto, and Memphis wanted everybody to throw the veto, but everyone went against Memphis, which pissed Memphis off. He felt like his committee did not do what he asked them to do. Okay, it's a whole mess. The white divide and conquer strategy has worked since 1619. I'm so done. Memphis is so condescending to the black players. He is, which means that you want to sit at the table. When Memphis said that, I heard it again last night. I was just like, oh my God. It's just, because I heard it from the live feeds when I first told you about it last week. But I watched it. Hey, sister. Sister says she over it. I am so tired of this. It's not even fun to, it's not. It is not. Davon should have did Dan's funeral, but with her own twist. Interesting. Very interesting. She has a few days to, try to, and I'm telling you, she said she don't think Tyler gonna use it. I don't think gonna use it either. That's why I said the best thing for her to do is to go tell it. Now, with her telling David, obviously it's going to piss off Memphis, probably piss the house off, but they pissed off anyway. They want her gone anyway. Why not tell? Why not tell David that Memphis trying to backdoor him and that it only changed up because Tyler won the veto? I would tell him this whole thing with you and Memphis was some BS. He wants you backdoor. Told me that before the veto even got done. I would have said all of it. Sister said David actually grew on me. He grew on me a little bit, and I felt bad for him last night when Davon accused him. But when he went there with Memphis and shook his hand, I felt the way about that. I'm not even gonna lie, but I'm like, I don't even know at this point. How does CBS not do anything about this? I do not believe that CBS does not see the racism in the house. If you notice Julie, when she says her little stuff on the show, she makes little, because she's married to Munez or whatever. She makes little comments. Judge, duh, duh, duh. I know she's talking to the fans and bloggers. I know she is. Julie, if you watching this, girl, bye. You are a mouthpiece. You are a face. You have no say when it comes to Big Brother. All you do is put makeup on and stand in the front and say a few words. You were shooketh when you saw Ian come out. You only can say a few words. They probably told you ad-lib too much when you did that. Girl, David's playing the game. David is playing a better game than Davon. I've already told you I'm disappointed in Davon. David, when he made the choice of doing the 3 votes, the 4 votes, I said it was a good plan. I said it was a good plan. I just said I would not have done it because Nicole cannot be trusted. Now, if it was somebody else, it's HOH. And maybe that was Danny instead of Nicole. I don't know. I don't know if I would have done it at all because Nicole and Danny and all of them are so committed to getting the committee to the very, very end. That's why I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have trusted anybody. Tyler loves knowing that Day is lying to his face about her. Wait. I don't know why she lied about the vote. Sorry, I'm following my dog. I have long nails. I would not have lied to him, but I would have told Tyler straight up. Tyler, the only reason why I did this is because David came to me right before the vote. I would have why isn't she telling it? I would spill tea by everything else, Davon. You're going home in 3 days. 2 days. If you count today, 3. So why haven't you told the truth? I would have been told Tyler, we need to have a talk. Last ditch effort. I would have pulled Tyler and Memphis into a room together. And I would say, you can talk about me all you want to when I leave this room, but I'm going to tell you what it is. I only did this votes because David pulled me to the side right before the votes and said to do this. And Nicole, you think I wouldn't do that? Please. Please. And Nicole can run around and say she's lying. And David can too, but David would probably back it up. David would back it up and say, yeah, Nicole did come to. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And what you should do is play David too. I tell David, let's just tell members the truth about Nicole and call it a day. I would do that. Then I would go to Tyler separately and tell Tyler this would not have happened if he wouldn't have come to me and told me about this. Child, I don't know. I don't understand what she's holding on to information for. Like, I don't get it. What are you holding on to the information for? You're going home, or not going home. You're going to jury, which is And look, even let me tell you something. Kevin, now they saved Kevin off the block, but when she told Kevin to do something last night, Kevin was like, "I don't want to kamikaze my blow myself up my own game up." I was like, Wow. Sometimes I wonder if she should have kept that video to herself. But anyway. CBS does not care about the black players, and they will continue to get bad edits. Everybody say bye to Devon because she's gone. J Job said bye. Drew, they need to call Nicole out for real. Yes, please. Thank you, everybody, for giving me a thumbs up from YouTube. I appreciate it. And the jury, the black vote will be important. Look, the vote important, period. Oh my goodness, y'all. It's a time. Look. All right, y'all. This was a morning live. Morning, good morning. I'll probably go live tonight. I'm out tomorrow. So, tomorrow we'll probably blogging and talking about this all day tomorrow. Because I want to see what happens tonight. What plan she's going to do. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit the like button and hit the bell so you don't miss my lives. I know that notifications suck on YouTube, so I post my lives early, hours early. I post them to my community wall so you guys are able to go over there and hit the reminder bell, and it gives you a reminder 30 minutes early before I go live. So I'll do pre-lives. So hit the bell. Make sure you hit all notifications, because if you hit the middle one, you will not get any more notifications. You will know I'm live to the end of it or the middle. Kevin Day and David's games were already over since day one. Damn. Davon loved opening up her mouth at the wrong time, but when it's time to tell the real tea, she's hush mode. This is what I'm saying. What are you being quiet for now, girl? Anyway. It is what it is, y'all. I'm gonna blow you guys a kiss. Will he do it for the culture? Probably not. Let me know in the comments. I'm gonna drop a poll on Twitter today about this. You guys go in and vote on that.